The Natchez City Cemetery is full of untold stories from many of its residents. This 100-acre cemetery contains some of the most beautiful landscaping found in a cemetery in the South. I will now tell you 3 of the most interesting stories found in this cemetery. On October 30th, 1871, little Irene Ford, only 10 years old, fell ill and suddenly died of yellow fever. Her mother, Ellen Ford, was extremely distraught with her daughter's death. Therefore, her little girl was buried in a cast iron toe pincher casket with a glass window over her face. Ellen then had cement steps built down to the head of the casket and a glass window installed so she could see her. She had 2 iron lids to cover the steps during bad weather. Irene's grave was filled with stuffed animals and toys to keep her company every night. The glass window was eventually bricked over because of the aged unsightliness of Irene and to prevent vandalism on her grave. On most nights, Ellen would come to Natchez in a carriage and descend the steps with a lantern to sit with her little girl. She would talk, pray, read, cry, and sing to her every night. The only case of an actual haunted ghost story associated with this cemetery happens with this grave. Around 1991, a mother and her 13-year-old daughter came at night to visit the grave. They brought the caretaker to show them. The mother boldly went down the steps into the grave. She came up screaming with an eerie green glow all over. She rolled all over the grass, and the caretaker scooped up a little bit of the glow. He carried it back to show his wife and daughter. When he explained the story and opened his hands, the green slime diminished slowly. It is still unknown what the green glow was or where it went, but this is one of the few stories that is associated in the Ripley's Believe It or Not. On September 2nd, 1862, 7-year-old Rosalie Beckman was the only victim in Natchez to have been killed as a consequence of the war between the states. The USS Essex dropped an anchor on the Vidalia side of the Mississippi River and sent sailors off to procure ice, an irreplaceable commodity in the South in the summertime. The Silver Grays and Natchez Home Guard, composed of older men, did not want to give up their ice to the Yankees. They fired on the Union staff, killing an ensign and wounding 5 other sailors. The USS Essex then fired back for nearly 3 hours. People under the hill panicked and ran up Silver Street towards Natchez. However, Rosalie was the only victim to have been hit and killed. Her famous last words come from her father telling her to get up and run, and she replies with, "I can't, Papa, I'm killed." The signature monument of the Natchez City Cemetery is the Turning Angel. The Turning Angel gained its fame when Greg Iles, a famous Natchez mystery writer, used the monument's name to title one of his own mystery thrillers. The angel stands at the very front of the cemetery with its back towards Cemetery Road. Legend has it that the angel is seen turning when people pass by in their cars. The story behind the Turning Angel starts with the March 14, 1908 Natchez Drug Company explosion on Main Street in Natchez. An employee for a gas company was checking for a reported gas odor and/or leak by using a match. When he lit the match, it resulted in an explosion and demolished the drug company. 14 people total died. 5 of the young female employees who died have grave markers that are set in front of the Turning Angel. The Turning Angel is a constant reminder of the tragedy.